For over 45 years, I've helped hundreds of thousands of people from all over the world recover from narcissistic parents, dysfunctional families, and painful childhoods. And no matter their story, their background, or their struggles, every single one of them ran into the same hidden problem. Chances are you're facing it too, and it's been keeping you trapped. It's the silent killer of your sense of self, your relationships, and even your life. That problem is called enmeshment. Number one, what is enmeshment? It's like emotional cancer. It grows quietly, often unnoticed, until it takes over your whole emotional system. And it began many, many years ago when you were young. It happens when your sense of self is so fused with other people, starting first with your parents and family, and later on with other relationships, and that you can't tell where you end and they begin. Another way to describe it is emotional fusion. Enmeshment is not healthy closeness or intimacy, it's too much closeness without a self. In healthy families, you are allowed to develop into your own person without guilt, shame, staying small, faking, or needing to be who the family needed you to be. In enmeshed families, you are not allowed to develop into your own person. You need to be the person your family wants you to be. You need to feel their emotions, live by their rules, think like them, and be like them. The family message is you must think, feel, and live the way we want, or else. This or else might be guilt, shame, withdrawal of approval, anger, punishment, or rage, or subtle emotional manipulation that makes you doubt yourself. Number two, how narcissists and dysfunctional families use enmeshment. Narcissistic parents and dysfunctional families use enmeshment to keep control and to keep the balance in the family system. It's not always intentional, it's often just how the family works, but sometimes it can be intentional as well. In these families, you manage their moods. You absorb their anxiety. You serve as a mirror for their self-image. You function with a specific role in the family, such as the family scapegoat, the hero, or the overfunctioner, a spouse surrogate, the golden child, the black sheep, the good child, and the list goes on. Enmeshment keeps the family stable, but it keeps you stuck. Number three, the long-term cost of enmeshment. If you were enmeshed as a child, here's what often happens in adulthood. You feel responsible for other people's feelings. If someone's upset, or you automatically feel like you caused it, or your job is to fix it. Also, you don't know what you really think you want. Your preferences get lost under years of adapting to others. You feel guilty for setting boundaries, having needs, and being yourself. Even small acts of independence feels like betrayal. You live in constant reactivity. One text, one comment, one facial expression from someone, and you're emotionally hijacked. Also, you choose dysfunctional relationships that feel normal to you, which often means repeating the same pattern with partners, friends, bosses. You are never allowed to develop a healthy, differentiated sense of self. For example, when I became an adult, I functioned within relationships as an emotional vacuum cleaner. Let's say you grew up with a critical, anxious mother. As a child, you learn, if I can keep mom calm and happy, I'm safe. Fast forward 30 years. Now you're in a relationship where your partner's moods dictate your day. If they're stressed, you instantly jump into fixer mode without even realizing you're reacting the same emotional role from your childhood. That's family of origin enmeshment at play in us as adults. Number four, the antidote. What is the antidote to enmeshment? Self-differentiation. The cure for enmeshment isn't cutting people off. It's self-differentiating from others and from our family of origin. Self-differentiation means you stay you even when others disagree or disapprove, or they bring their dysfunctional emotions, thoughts, feelings, and behaviors to you. You can be close to people without being swallowed up by their emotions. You define yourself from the inside out, not from the outside in, which would be family rules, what others expect of you, which then results in guilt or fear or shame. We do want to learn to be detached, but not distanced. It's about being solid in yourself while staying connected in healthy ways, or at least more limited ways. This does not mean that sometimes no contact is not the right thing to do. It is the right thing to do for many individuals in dysfunctional families and very dysfunctional narcissistic families. But cutting off emotionally because I can't handle it is not the end goal. Self-differentiation is the end goal, whether you're in contact with them or not in contact with them. Most therapy and self-help programs don't teach this step. They help you become aware of the dysfunction and how you've been coping with the symptoms, but not how to build a self that's separate, solid, and grounded, a self that no longer is impacted by others' dysfunction, even if they never change or never approve of you. Instead of becoming an expert on the dysfunction of others, though it's important that we learn about narcissism and other dysfunctions in our family, that education is important, but self-differentiation helps you to become an expert on yourself. And that's what I find missing in a lot of approaches these days. I even teach people how to learn to be their own best therapist. Because when I work with clients and when I work with people, I want to work myself out of a job. And I think that's so very important and is the best approach to take. Number 5, practical ways to start combating enmeshment today. Number 1, observe the enmeshment, don't absorb it. When you feel pulled into someone's emotions, imagine yourself stepping back into the role of an observer. Picture the family dance happening in front of you and resist stepping into the dance floor. Be the audience watching the dance, not one of the dancers. Number 2, focus on defining yourself. Ask, if I did not feel an emotional pull right now, the guilt, the shame, the anxiety, what would I feel? What would I think? And what might I do differently? Number 3, build self-awareness. Many survivors of dysfunctional families are experts on others and who they became because of the trauma. That's good learning, but they end up many times actually being strangers to themselves while experts on the trauma. This is not self-awareness. This is other awareness. Don't just analyze the dysfunction or dysfunctional others. Focus on getting to know your true self, and also later, as you learn more, how you function in the system. What do you enjoy? What drains you? What's important to you when no one else is watching? What would you feel, think, and do if you could disconnect from the enmeshment and the trauma? Number 4, practice self-regulation. Enmeshment thrives on reactivity. When someone's anxiety or anger rises, often so does ours. The antidote is focusing on staying calm. Calmness is everything. It's a circuit breaker to enmeshment. I advise folks to go watch the video that I've entitled Calmness is Everything. It's a longer video, but it really does explain the power of staying calm to keep you unenmeshed in a family system. When you stop living as an emotional extension of others, everything changes. You feel more peace even when others are upset. You make choices based on your values, not your guilt or fear. You can love people without losing yourself in them. Self-differentiation isn't just a skill, it's a lifelong foundation for healthy relationships, for dealing with conflict and difficult people, and for being your true self. If you recognize enmeshment in your life, remember this enmeshment was instilled in you. And what was instilled or programmed in you, you can get out of you by being your true self. Start observing, defining, and becoming aware, and regulating yourself. Over time, you will feel the pull of enmeshment less and less because you'll be anchored in you. If you're ready to finally break free and start living with clarity and peace and grounded connection to your true self, then join the Road to Self program. Many who've joined say it was the missing piece in their healing journey, the step that finally helped them get their family out of them and stand strong as their true self. If you're not sure the Road to Self program is for you right now, then start with my free 84-minute self-differentiation training. Over 30,000 people have joined the free training as their first step. Click the links in the description to get started. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you'll never miss a new video. I want to thank you for watching. Have a great day and be wise.